Welcome to The Hidden Ingredient, where we sit at the table for slow conversations that reveal the moments that shape who we become. So pull up a chair and let's get to it. Welcome to The Hidden Ingredient. If you're new here, the space is about slow conversations, the kind where we sit at the table long enough to find what makes someone who they are. Not the titles, not the highlight reel, no filters, just good conversation. And it always reveals something special in the recipe. And so today I'm sitting across from someone who shares my blood, my history, and my faith. It's my baby cousin. I did that on purpose, bro. I knew he was good. Because at first I said cousin. And then I was like, no, I'm putting baby in here because...
I'll be 30.
No, this year?
No.
Exactly. Girl, why would you even say that? You need to sit closer to the mic, though.
I did it because I was sipping the coffee and I was like, out of respect for your intro, I won't subject you to the sound.
But the fact that the mic is so good, I can still hear you, boo.
Oh, you could hear it?
Yes.
I thought I was being so quiet. I was like, look at me being professional.
Girl.
But having said that, I'm going to just slurp right in.
So my cousin, because I'm trying to respect her, is a wife. She's a mother of 3, but don't get it twisted. She is a carpenter. She is a photographer. She is a creative. She is a corporate baddie. She just got there, though. She just got there. And, she does it all. And so before we really dive into everything, I'm going to start with the word of the day. And I want you to know I chose this specifically for you. You ready?
What is it? Stretch marks? The word is pampered.
You're your father's child.
Colic.
I can't wait until he hears this. The word Lila. You're taking all the emotion out of the word.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The word is resilient.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice to you. Golly. The word is resilient. And resilient in the very simple sense of the word is just the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties or toughness. But it also is the ability of a substance or an object to spring back into shape. Elasticity. What?
I will not take the air out of what you're saying.
Do it. Go ahead, girl, because this wouldn't be right if you didn't. Go on, girl.
Stretch marks. Still.
Are they that bad?
No, they're not.
Oh.
Actually, honestly, let me not say that. They're fine.
I did not intend for the word to be about retracting from having kids, but when I read that second definition, I was thinking, oh yeah, you did spring back. You sprung back really nicely from those twins.
It's been a slow motion spring.
Okay. But it's been 4 months and you look like before you even had your first.
Oh, no. There's no way.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. No. You look like before you had Addie. And maybe it's just like the confidence that you walked in with. I don't know. So that's my word for you.
Can I tell you a story?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So the other day, I was going to say this before we started, and then I forgot to say it.
Okay.
So the other day, just to say, like, I might look well, and I do feel pretty good. My body has not forgotten.
For real?
So the other day,
You're
we were carrying the twins upstairs. Like, Addie was asleep, and we were, like, cleaning the living room or whatever. And my hip popped in such a way that Adrian stopped and like looked at me and was like, ooh.
Girl. Ooh. Ew.
Need me to carry you?
For real?
It was it didn't even hurt. I was like, oh yeah, that's it. Old Rick and Bone over there.
Girl.
Listen to me clickety clack up these stairs. And I'm not even wearing a kitten heel.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is my cousin Lila.
I think the principal's coming down the hallway, and it isn't. It's just me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
She is my cousin, and over the years, to me, it's kind of morphed into like a sister. You know, it feels like your kids are my nephews.
It is weird when you call them your cousins because I'm like,
nah. What did I call them?
You called them your nephew cousins?
Yeah. Or something.
Cousin nephews?
I feel like I even went to ChatGPT to see if there was like a better word. There wasn't. It couldn't even come up with one that was cool enough. But yeah, so we're going to get right into it. So one thing I thought about though was, do you remember the first memory that you have of us together?
We went to Uncle Otto's house together one summer. You were there. I was there. No one else was there.
Which house?
I don't know. They weren't in Texas. Were they in one of the Carolinas at some point?
I feel like they were in Texas because that's the one that I remember too.
Okay, so then maybe it was the Texas one because I was there. We went roller skating.
Oh, really?
Or rollerblading.
Oh, no. You know what? We were when they were in one of the Carolinas because that's the year Keo taught me how to rollerblade.
So yeah, this was that.
In my memory, I'm going to be frank, you weren't in it. Oh. You were there when we were rollerblading?
Oh, yeah. All right. Like a ton of bricks.
Sorry. I guess there was a smaller child there, but we have such a big age gap.
You're like, who is this kid who's following us?
Yeah. Because was she pregnant?
No, this was like pre-Alina.
Yeah, because I was there, but I remember. So, for real,
Yeah, and I feel like at one point we went horseback riding.
Are you sure this was me?
Yeah.
This couldn't have been me.
It was.
Horseback riding?
Okay, so maybe horseback riding isn't the best.
Because that's crazy.
So we went to some kind of like an amusement park that happened to have
Carowinds.
Yes. Yep.
I do not remember you on that trip at all.
Yikes.
I'm sorry.
Look at that.
Because even the picture I had with me and Akio, like screaming, coming down the roller coaster.
I was there.
You were there?
Yeah, I was in the background. You're like, oh my God, who is this?
Lila. Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, I was there every night at dinner.
The first memory I have of you
is this weird shadowy figure in the background at Carowinds.
You were so young. I'm gonna be honest, because it was like you and Alex.
For real?
Yeah, because you guys kind of vibed. Y'all had the affinity for video games. And
Alex used to get on my nerves.
Oh, for real?
You got on my last nerve. I don't even know. I feel like there was a spelling competition at one point when we were young. We were like at Miss Marguerite. We were in Alabama for some reason. Mm-hmm. And my dad and Uncle Otto were mediating like a spelling contest. Mm-hmm. And Alex beat me. And then I was like,
he is the enemy.
All right. We're done.
Yeah. But he also grew up to be brilliant.
He's really a wonderful man. Mm-hmm. Like a great guy.
Yeah. Yeah. And just for clarity's sake, folks, my mom and her dad are siblings. So we're first cousins. Is that how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I was actually going to say, I feel like my first memory was, when you guys were living in, was it Huntsville or y'all had a sunroom in the back? I came and visited then. And I was really young when I was visiting.
That was in Hinesville. I think that was in Smiley Woods, our first house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's funny because I was telling my brother that, younger family members feel like supporting characters.
Yeah.
Because
or shadows that we forget were even on the trip.
I want you to know that I love you.
On the horse.
And I respect our relationship. But for real, my early memories of you were very, very young. In my mind, you were always gone.
Yeah, well, we were.
Yeah. Because I would come and spend time with Uncle Bernard and Aunt Carol. Mm-hmm. I remember Aunt Carol teaching me how to cook and her perming my hair in the kitchen. And you know what I mean? Yeah. She's the one who taught me how to stir big pots. This is how you do it. What?
I was somewhere being forgotten in a vacation somewhere. No, but do you remember for Thanksgiving this year, we were cooking here and my mom was on FaceTime and she looked at me and goes, I don't like how you're stirring that.
Yes. Yes. And all I was thinking was, she taught me how to do it right.
I feel like it got stirred.
I think my mom took it and fixed it.
Stirred.
You know what? Yeah. Yeah. Even before we started, I was like, what is my first? But you were just a wee babe, you know? Because I know I was young because I still had like a blanket and pillows that I was running around with. I feel really guilty about that. Because the rollerblading, Carol wins, all of this happened.
It was like a whole movie. That's crazy.
Were you wait, oh
I
my
was
God.
busy being a shadow figure in like so many people's childhood.
But Lila is because you just came and went like a thief in the night. Because you were here and then you were there and then you were here and then you were, you know what I mean?
Just floating around. Oh, where is she? Take a picture of her, lest we forget.
Because it's really blowing me that you were at Carowinds because I feel like that's the summer they taught me how to drive. Were you in the car?
See, now that I don't remember, but I do remember being at Carowinds. Apparently that's where it was because I did get on a horse. That's
you sure we didn't split up?
I'm sure.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Because I need to see proof.
They have to have pictures.
Because, like, how old were you? Because I was a teenager.
I was like in elementary school somewhere. So I had like a real memory.
Oh my God.
Like this happened to me.
I'm so sorry.
Me and my big cousin Jesse.
Shut up.
Tell my kids the story. Oh, Addie. I'll never forget the summer at Carowinds. 2005.
Was it 2005?
I don't know. Oh. One thing I did not have was a concept of time.
And that's fair. That's fair because I'm also thinking like, I guess I've gone over there multiple times, but the only time that I can really remember is when Akil was pregnant with Alina.
Maybe she was pregnant. I don't know. All I know is there was roller skating and I was wearing some kind of a jersey and there was because
maybe this is coming. Was this the year that they played Monopoly and then we vowed as a family to never
be done with Monopoly?
Okay, so
it may well have been. I don't know.
This was right before Alina was born because everybody was there.
Oh, see? So, man, I can't tell if it's worse or better.
I think it's better because...
Easy to be.
Because
there were so many of us.
There were so many of us.
You were not a particularly remarkable cousin.
Girl, shut up. I'm for real, though.
Compared to Alex.
And he acted... Sorry, Alex. I couldn't... So, that was the year that we vowed that we would never play Monopoly.
Was it that bad?
Yes. Because I was sitting at the table. Oh. And I was thinking, I don't want to do this anymore. And that's the year that they were grilling and stuff. It was like a big to-do. Maybe it was like around the 4th.
Was this the year when we watched Avatar: The Last Airbender as a family?
Yes.
And Uncle Otto was like,
this is all coming back to me.
With the water hose. And pretend to bend the water.
Bro, I do not remember that. What? For real?
Yeah, he was joking. And he was like talking about, Uncle Otto. And he was like, I'm going to go out with the hose in the back.
Oh my God. So yes, I've had 2 trips there. One with all of the family, and then one where it was just me. And I was staying there a few weeks.
I feel like I was there.
For that too?
I really feel like I was there.
I feel like you were there.
Before Alina was born, I feel like Uncle Otto and Aunt Kia would get me often in the summers.
Oh, okay.
Because I spent more than one summer with him. Not like the whole summer, but like more than one. Even when I lived in New Mexico, my parents were gone. Uncle Otto came and got me and took me to their house in San Antonio. Because it was right there. So I feel like I was there.
Oh, okay.
I was there.
Okay. And of course, I haven't been there that often. So what we're going to do is for Easter, we're going to go get some clarity. Because the adults should know.
It's going to be a big deal. This might fracture the dang family.
Well, if we bring up Monopoly again. So, okay, so it sounds like I actually have a lot of work to do to get to know you. So do me a favor, start over. Where have you lived? Do you know like the path?
Yeah. So I was born in Georgia. I tried to do
Were you?
Yes. I was born in Fort Stewart.
Oh.
The year was 1998.
She just made it, y'all.
To what?
So you're not a 2000, you're not like...
Oh, no, I'm not.
You were born
I am
in the
a 90s
1900s kid.
I'm a 90s child.
Mm-hmm. That's
So,
important. It's significant.
I watched In Living Color with everyone else.
I didn't.
And Moesha.
Oh, okay. That's important.
That's the one with Brandy, right?
Oh, God. Tiz, did you watch any Black films?
So I've seen Hidden Gems. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
No, I watched what's that movie? I haven't seen it, but I was told it was like, as a Black person, you should have seen this movie. What is it called? It's, man.
What does it look like? Who are the people?
I've never seen it. That's the problem. But someone at church mentioned it. I was like, I've seen Boys in the Hood.
Oh my God.
But not
Love and Basketball.
I've seen Love and Basketball.
Exhale.
Waiting to Exhale. I've never seen that. And I was like, I don't know how this happened to me. But I was like, no, but I have seen Boys in the Hood. And then the person I was talking to was like, they are not the same thing.
They're not. They're not. You know what, though?
And then there was a crowd like, Lila.
Yes, because I'm actually a little ashamed. But now that you're an adult with
no
3
longer.
kids,
I can just exhale.
Go watch it. Did you just...
There's no need to wait.
I'm not going to acknowledge it. But no, seriously, like, I just watched Waiting to Exhale with Ben, and it was really eye-opening.
What is it even about?
It's about 4 friends in different phases of life.
So, like, what's the marriage movie? They're not married. Morris Chestnut's in it. It's got Tay Diggs.
Oh, the Best Man.
So it's not that.
Have you not seen The Best Man?
I've seen, they made a more recent one.
Yes, the next one. Like, The Best Man's Holiday, like, the third one where Morris Chestnut's wife died.
I've seen that, just that one.
You saw the last one and you ain't see the first one?
Mm-mm. No. But I've seen Boys in the Hood, and I've seen at least one Spike Lee film.
So, okay, so you saw, okay. All right. So what about Poetic Justice?
No, I've never even seen that.
Okay.
It's a song though, right? I think it's a Kendrick Lamar song.
Yeah, but bro, he got it from a movie.
Did he?
What about... You saw Love and Basketball though, right?
Yes.
Brown Sugar?
Nope. Now I have seen a Medea film or two.
Girl. These are not classics yet. I mean, the plays to me are classics. Have you seen any of the plays?
Play. Sure have not.
Okay, so we're going on a series. We're going to go on a run.
Oh, good Lord, don't make me do it.
I'm going to have to, because we're going to have to talk about it. Because I need you to be Blacker than this.
I'm pretty Black. I've got 3 kids and I'm like, they're none, I don't even know.
You might be Black in image.
Wow.
But there are a lot of things that even I have done.
I've seen Johnson's Family Vacation with Beyonce.
Isn't that with Solange? Oh my gosh. Lila, see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about?
No, what I have seen with
you
Beyonce
you and your husband do nothing but watch movies.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Your homework. And maybe I'll curate a list.
You know what I have seen with Beyonce in it? Austin Powers.
So you haven't seen Obsession? Is it Obsession?
I've seen Obsession where she throws the woman and she hits the table.
Isn't she like over the railing?
Yes.
Okay.
I've seen 2 Beyonce films.
But she isn't even considered, like
there's no way.
Like movie Black Excellence is not Beyonce.
Don't tell that woman she threw that. that felt excellent.
Because it wasn't a white woman that she threw over the rail?
It was.
Okay.
We teach you about taking our men. And then she shoved her.
Oh, God. So, okay. What about, because I'm not ready to let this go. What about like, Do the Right Thing?
Yes, I've seen, is that the one where...
Didn't you go to school for film?
I did. And which is why I'm pretty sure I've seen this. It's the one with Rosie Perez.
Yeah.
Okay, I have seen it. I didn't like it. I'm not a big Spike Lee gal.
Yeah, he's very pointed.
He's obnoxious.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I took a Black a film class near my English program. So, okay. So you were born in
Georgia.
Okay. And then where did you go next?
New Mexico. And then Washington.
When you were in New Mexico, your parents were deployed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so I was with my brother. And then Washington. And then
Washington
Alabama.
State.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
And then Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And then I graduated from high school and went to California.
Yeah.
I was in Santa Barbara and then San Francisco and then New York. And now back here.
And then when you were in school, was the whole time for film?
Mm-mm. So I did theater and computer science, and then I did film.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then you came back here and you worked at a theater where they were paying you in shillings that people were.
We were paid in hopes and dreams, baby. Send
Girl.
an IOU to the rent man.
Listen. I was like, we got to get you out of there, champ. So
I was like, please don't get hurt. We do not have health insurance.
Yeah. Every day I was thinking, how is she affording to eat? And then y'all are living in the city. You know,
rough.
Yeah.
God is good because that was oof.
Yeah. Speaking of God, like, how has it been? Because I'm curious about your journey to faith, you specifically, just because your dad was a pastor.
Mm-hmm.
Your faith is very strong. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So what exactly happened that you were like, you know what? I'm doing this. I am following Jesus Christ. Like, was there a moment or was it just like a part of your DNA because your dad was a pastor?
I would say I'm going to eat more coffee is what I feel coming over my body right now.
Really, girl? You're not going to get no sleep.
I promise you, there is no greater melatonin than having 3 children under the age of 3. Oh. That will put you down unlike anything else. Holy cow.
When you and my friends talk about kids, it terrifies me.
But I love them so deeply.
Yeah, but you know how I feel about sleep. You know how I feel about sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, catch me on the other side. I'm not coming out tonight. I need sleep.
Yeah. It only takes a few months and then I think that's the thing is it feels, especially when you have your first kid, it feels like a longer sleepless period than what it actually is. Like I said, the twins are 4 months old as of Tuesday and it's crazy, but they're 4 months old as of Tuesday and they sleep now from like Adrian, it's 10 right now. Adrian said that they were asleep at 9:30. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, they usually go down at 8, but I wasn't home to help him, so it took a little bit longer. And they will be asleep until 6. At like 5:45, 6-ish. And then Addie goes to bed at 7, and he's going to be down until 7. So it's not that bad. It's like a few really hard months, and it's not even that many months. It just feels really bad because they're so long. Like, you're so tired. It feels like more time than it is, especially when you haven't had a baby before and have no frame of reference for how long it's actually going to take.
Oh, okay.
It's like when Addie was born, it felt like it has been years. And really, it was like 4 or 5 months, And now we're here and it's like, oh, shoot, okay, we can watch a movie tonight. We can have a babysitter come over because the kids will be asleep anyway. Aaron just needs to be here to make sure no one gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys have help?
We have like some friends up there, but we have like 1 or 2 consistent babysitters from our church. And so she comes over. We go to like dinner or the movies or whatever. Aaron does homework on the couch. I should probably stop saying her name for sake of her privacy, but she sits on the couch, does her homework, and just makes sure nobody dies.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. That
and her little
everybody's
brothers
alive.
Are twins, and so
okay. So let me tell you about this Christmas tree. I didn't have any decorations for Christmas this year because I was so busy.
Yeah,
I had the pod going, and then I had like settling, taking off, and I started talking to Ben. And before we went on a date, he was like, I gotta drop something off real quick. And then he pulled up to the house with this little Christmas tree,
Oh,
a star, and bulbs.
that is adorable.
And it's pre-lit. And he was like, you said you didn't have anything for Christmas. So I just, exactly. Lord, please let this be my husband. Because I'm tired of looking.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Wait, can you hear me properly? I need to move it over. Okay. That's so sweet.
Yeah, he's the greatest.
Oh.
He's the greatest.
Leave it up forever.
And I really should take it down, but what I think I'm going to do is like get the different seasons.
Oh, yeah.
And decorate it into other things.
Yeah.
So that when things are going too fast, I can just stop and... Right? You see the lip? I know. Anyway. So yeah, you are a devout Christian.
Mm-hmm.
You are very settled and comfortable in your faith.
Mm-hmm.
It's inspiring. You know the word. Aren't you supporting the youth ministry?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, how did you get here?
Yeah. I got baptized when I was in high school, like my senior year.
And that was your decision?
Mm-hmm. After my sister died.
Oh.
And then, but it wasn't because of that. It happened to be that summer. Yeah, but
Wait a second, back up. Did that impact you at all?
Yeah, it did.
How? Because you were like...
Yeah, we were gone, or I was gone. Yeah, it was really difficult. It was a really difficult phase of my life, for sure. Haven is named for her. His middle name is Paul. Haven
oh,
Paul.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm. Neither did my mom somehow. And I was like, you...
Girl, because your sister's name was Paulina.
Paula.
Paula,
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm just like, no, nobody would have put that together because I don't think you realize how far outside your mama should have known.
Because that's what I'm saying. I said that a couple of days ago and she was like, for Paula? And I was like, yes.
Yeah, but how did she pass?
You know, my mom has only explained that to me once, and it was last summer when I was pregnant with the twins. She, and even now, I don't really know what happened. She just got sick and then just didn't ever really recover and then had some kind of an emergency. And they tried to revive her and just couldn't. But I don't know what it was that triggered that event necessarily, you know?
And you were 18?
I was 17. It was December before my senior year.
So, because I remember when it happened and like you were so far removed from us all, especially when y'all were in Seattle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And so you just woke up one day and said, I want to be baptized?
No. So I got really plugged into my own, it wasn't mine, but I don't even know how I ended up at this church, but a friend of mine from band invited me to church with her and I went. And then I ended up making most of my friends at this church and spending most of my time there. And then we went to, I think the camp was called Student Life. I think it was in Chattanooga. And I don't know. I just decided that at that camp that I wanted to give my life to Jesus. And then we got home from the trip and I got baptized.
And that was it?
Yeah. I just felt like this deep conviction that I knew that I should and I wanted to. And so I did. But I did that, and then I went to college. It was just crazy for years. So that was when I was 17, I got baptized. I graduated. I moved to California. And I went to a Christian college, in part because I was really unhappy my senior year. My sister had died. My parents weren't together. My sister's kids were living with us now. It was just a whole lot of chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went out there because I just was like, I need to go away from all of this.
Yeah.
And I went to a Christian school, but I didn't bother to apply to college because I just didn't care anymore. And I also didn't know what I wanted to do. And then I got rejected from USC and I was like, oh, I really don't care. But I do still want to go to California. And so I applied to Westmont, not even because it was a Christian school, but because they had year-round applications because it was really expensive. And I knew I could go wherever I wanted to was because it would be paid for. So it didn't really matter. And so I went there and I was surprised because I was a really naive person, I think. I didn't drink. I didn't even swear or anything. And I just kind of assumed that everyone was like that because we all were Christian. And then I got there and I was like, oh, he's on ketamine. All right.
Yeah, when you told me that, I was like,
that is cocaine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that what ketamine is?
No, it's not. I'm saying all of the variety of drugs.
Oh, okay.
Like all kinds of stuff. And I'm just like, what? The concoction is concocting. I'm so confused.
But okay, so I'm gonna back up again because I'm so curious about your life because I wasn't there. You know, I was like really involved in everybody else's life, but it was just like you were bouncing around. So when Uncle Bernard was like preaching and stuff, you didn't feel convicted then?
No. Mm-mm.
You were just, how did you feel sitting in the pews and your dad was up there?
I don't think I ever really thought about it, to be honest. Like, because he had always done that. So it wasn't like, excuse me, sorry. That was a burp from like my big toe all the way up.
You just gotten so gross as a mom. Like everything just bubbles and boils and clicks.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like a bag of potato chips.
Which is so unsettling. Because I'm not a mom yet, and I already sound like that. So if I'm blessed with kids, I'm so concerned.
But I mean, you're already there. I'm surprised because I'm like, wait a minute. This is my 20s.
And you're not going to process alcohol the same either.
No, it's done. That is a baked cake. It is done.
Yeah.
We do mocktails now.
Oh, for real?
It's really sweet. Babe puts like a lot of effort into it. And like
But do they taste good?
They're actually delicious.
Are y'all using that nasty like fake tequila?
No. Like there's no fake like alcohol. It's like he knows I like old fashions or whatever. And so he'll talk to ChatGPT about how to make a flavor profile that is close to whatever beverage. It's like we'll like pick a movie and then he'll pick a drink based on whatever we're going to be watching.
So let me also give you another pro tip. I'm going to use that. When I was in California for New Year's, our friend told ChatGPT what was in the fridge. Told her what was in the fridge, told her what kind of liquor she had. It created a brand new cocktail for her.
That's really cool.
Right?
That's really cool.
And it was good.
Yeah.
And we were like, this is going to be trash. Like, I think we might have put smashed grapes in it and everything.
Adrian does that sometimes. And it's a banger.
It is.
Do people still say that? Because I just said
I don't think they do.
I taught Addie to fist bump last week because people wouldn't do it with me. And now my baby fist bumps.
And he'll be the only one.
With me. To do him and his mother. Who else does he? This is the beginning
You're
of
the
a
only,
great
you only need each other.
Forever.
Because nobody else is going to do that with you. But okay, so I guess it was just like the norm. With him and
yeah. So that really wasn't.
Were you even listening, or were you asleep?
I wasn't even. I was awake. Okay, so when I was a kid, I don't really remember. And then in middle school, I had friends, but I was also even then like I was really attached to my youth pastor. Her name was Miss Paula. Miss Paula. And
okay.
So we wouldn't be in the sanctuary the whole time because we would be like in a separate room with her where that's honestly probably where like I developed a love for like theology and that kind of thing. Cause she would go through like the Hebrew and like all of these things. And so we spent a lot of time. So we would do worship in the main sanctuary and then we would do Bible study just with her on Sunday.
Yeah.
And so even then, like I knew what he was doing and you know, but I wasn't
tuned in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got baptized when you were in high school.
Yeah.
And then you went into college to debauchery.
Yeah. It was a slow, like it wasn't really crazy until I moved to New York. Ooh, I did some crazy stuff like towards the end of my freshman year.
Can you give me a little snippet of what you did? Just like, come on, just give me a little bit. Just give me a little sprinkle.
Does my dad listen to this?
Yes, he does.
Okay, so
choose wisely. He does. Hey, Uncle Bernard.
I mean, I wasn't into like drugs or alcohol really. Let me think. So I'll say this. When I don't even know what the craziest thing that I did was.
I feel like the craziest thing for me coming up in a very traditional college environment that you talked to me about was how y'all would just like have pop-up parties.
That was pretty crazy. Yeah.
You know? And then these rich kids had their parents' money
Yeah.
where they could just like, where y'all renting out spaces?
Yeah. So I was the first to do that. Actually, that
You
was
did
in fact,
that?
yeah.
Girl.
Yeah. It was really fun.
Girl.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, so I was never really into like, I've never been like a big, like, I've never been like a club person. That's never been my thing. I was never into like, let's go do hard drugs.
Yeah.
When my freshman year, they did like this is like what happened. This is what can happen when you have a bad trip. And so I was like, noted.
Yeah, I've had a few of those.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, not doing shrooms. I know that now.
Girl.
You will not catch me walking out of the second floor of a building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I was never into that. And even with like guys, I was really scared of getting pregnant. And so I kind of just avoided that altogether. So, but I did love having lots of people around. So anyway, the party thing. Once I realized when I moved to New York, once I realized that I could pay to rent the top floor of our building, I did that. And that was the first one. And then we would just rent spaces.
You would do that? You were like the ringleader? Who are you?
Yeah, it was lit. So do people still say that?
No, I mean, yes.
Lots and lots of Riz.
But it doesn't sound right when you say it.
Lots and lots of Riz.
Riz is what I had. Stop it. We've gone too far. We've gone too far.
So much.
Ew. So
is it not charisma?
Lila, the fact that you did that. Anyway, in my mind, when we were talking about this, I thought it was other people, but you are the problem.
No, okay, I didn't do all of them. Like the one that I met Adrian at, I didn't do that one. Kenny did that one. So the first one was for the Oscars because we were pretentious snobs. So, I don't know, like what we were.
You were in New York.
A couple of like freshman films, or like I guess we weren't. Anyway,
what school?
New York Film Academy. We decided to throw ourselves an Oscar party, and it was so obnoxious. And then so anyway, yeah, I invited all my friends over. I think Kenny brought like drinks. There was like a sound system up there, so we had like music going. Yeah, that was crazy. And then once we had,
was it just like an open space?
What do you mean?
Like there was no furniture there?
No, there was furniture.
Oh.
Yeah. I have a picture from that time. I have a few pictures, but it was like, there was an inside. So it's like the top floor of our building. And imagine it's like a great big glass window because that side of the building is facing Manhattan.
Wow.
Yeah. So inside there was like a bar, like a full bar area where you could you bring your own drinks and stuff. There was a huge TV on one wall. You could dim the lights. There was like an LED panel where you could Bluetooth in or whatever, and then you could control the sound system. And then there was like this outdoor patio space that had like lounge chairs and all this kind of thing. So that's like the setup for the party. But to get there, you had to come into the building, tell them that you knew me, and then they would let you up to the top floor.
Dang.
It was fantastic.
You know what? If Quinn knew who you really were, because, you know, she dreams of going to New York.
Oh, for real?
Yes. And you basically lived the life that she dreams of.
It was insane. And so once we had that first one, that's just kind of what we did. So we would go to it was my apartment, my friend Sarah's apartment. She had the same rooftop setup. We would do that. I remember the first time that like Adrian came to one of those with me as like a couple, he was like, who are y'all? Because he would have parties and it would just be like, he had like a name for it too, but he would have really big parties. Like he threw crazy, like.
I went to school. I joined, clubs. I threw events on campus. This has to be because you guys were in New York.
Yeah, he would have like tables set up where they'd have like beer pong tournaments and like trash cans full of jungle juice.
Yeah.
And like a stage, like his mom has like a deck kind of thing in her yard. So they would have like people come and like rap or whatever.
I gotta see these pictures.
Yeah, there's definitely at least some photos. So he had like a sound system that he would set up and like different guys would come up and like different local like town acts or whatever would come up and do their thing. It was crazy. There was a priest at one of them. One of his friends was trying to become a Catholic priest, and he came to this party.
It sounds like a joke, like a bad joke.
I'm dead serious. I think his name is James. I'll have to ask Adrian. But I saw him, and he had the clerical collar on, and this man was drunk. And I was like, because it was around Halloween, so I was like, is he in costume? And he was like, no. Adrian was like, no. That's what he does. That's his life. That's his life.
He was just blowing off some steam.
Right.
He was listening to all the confessions, and he is
was
going
too
to have
much. So anyway, so after I did my first party, Sarah did a couple, and then Kenny started doing them where he wouldn't rent apartments. He would rent like spaces, empty, like not like warehouses, but like empty spaces in the city. And he would charge for his parties.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became where like one of his friends was a DJ. So we had Yuki who would come in with like the whole setup and stuff. And yeah, it just like evolved into like a whole big thing.
So I am trying to bridge the gap between this and mom and dad and 3 kids.
Yeah.
Because you guys, it's really hard for my brain to put these synapses together. Because how, Lord? Like, because I was about to ask you, but I felt like it sounded too pointed, whatever. Where is God in all of this?
He wasn't. Right. Well, no, actually, no, I can't even say that, right? I like the grace of God covers us regardless of if we know him or not. I think the kind of grace is just different. So like there's the common grace that we all experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like the grace of his patience, right? And like the grace of him calling us to be his own. And so in that time, like so me and Adrian met at one of these parties. I didn't organize it. He didn't organize it. He was one of my classmates' high school friends.
Oh.
And neither one of us was going to go. Adrian wasn't going to go because he didn't want to pay to get in. I wasn't going to go because my friend Sarah wanted me to like wingman her for this guy that she liked. And so I was like, I have no reason to be here. It was going to be, and this is no shade to my Spanish friends, but it was like be like a bunch of Spanish people. And I was like, I'm not going to know what anybody is saying. I don't really know anybody else here. I don't want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but we went, and like the Lord's grace brought us together. And then the Lord's grace was patient with us while, he over time drew us to him. Right.
Wow.
And we got to walk through that as a couple.
Because y'all did. I guess like when y'all moved to Georgia, I definitely witnessed the evolution of y'all's relationship to now.
Yeah. Yeah. That was New York. And then I met Babe, and I was a whole different person out there.
Yeah, it's really hard to put these 2 people to reconcile the 2.
Yeah, I was, man, me and my friends would like, and we went to go get Korean barbecue yesterday, and we went with this couple from our church, and the husband was talking about getting some soju. And when he said that, it reminded me of, there was this like, I don't even know what it was called, but it was me and like 2 or 3 of my friends from class. One of them found this like hidden like Korean restaurant. I don't even know. It was like one of those places where you have to go into like one building to get into another building.
Mm-hmm,
and
like
it has
a speakeasy?
But it was like just a wild experience. And I was sitting there at dinner yesterday and being like, dang, that wasn't that long ago,
No, it wasn't. Yeah. It was like 6 years ago for you.
Yeah. So anyway, that was New York. And then I met Babe. We started to date. And then once I started dating him, I just had less and less time for parties. But even still, like we would go and like, we were so crazy. Like we would go, I remember this one time we were shooting in Central Park, and it started to rain while we were in the park. And so we sprinted out of Central Park, got into the car, and then like 2 of our friends were 21. And so we drove to like a liquor store near my friend Sarah's apartment and like went to her house with all of our like film gear and just had a party because there was nothing else to do.
Yeah, y'all needed like boundaries. Who was funding these things? All of their parents?
Yeah, we all kind of had some, because remember, I was being paid to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just
because your parents were in the military.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you were paid based on where you lived. And so I lived in New York. So I was getting like $4,000 a month or something
like that. My goodness.
And I only had to pay rent. I didn't have a car or any kind of insurance to worry about. So I don't know.
It's good though, because if I was getting paid $4,000 a month, your girl would be like a streak on the street somewhere. like the skirt. That would be you know what I mean? God knows who can withstand those things.
Yeah. So and then that was New York. And as I started dating Babe, I was around less and less because I was we would go to music festivals. It was crazy. That was a crazy time. So anyway, me and him are dating. film school ends, and then I decided to stay in New York because I loved him and did not want to leave. And so I stayed. And then the pandemic came, and we decided to move in together. And so like at this point, I'm very far from God. Like I've just kind of
Why do
forgotten
you
about it.
feel that way? Why do you feel like you were far from God during this time?
I guess that might not even be like a very good way to put it, right?
Okay.
Because can anyone be far from like an omnipresent God?
Yeah, but
You
it's
know
a
what I'm
feeling.
saying?
And so where does that come from?
Because I knew I was doing things I shouldn't have been. But I
Okay.
think like what happens when you begin accepting sin in some areas of your life, it hardens your heart, right? In a way that makes you less and less sensitive to what you're doing and less and less sensitive to the Lord.
Yeah.
And so then I got to a point where I was like, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even like I'm anti-God, you know, but I do think like I was angry with him about some things, and I didn't want to accept that I was mad. And I didn't even want to acknowledge that I was hurt. And so there could be no healing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So what were you mad about?
My sister had died. My parents were divorced. Like my mom was depressed. Like all of these things were just happening. I was upset and didn't have anybody to talk to about it. There's all these things.
Yeah, because you kind of operated like an only child.
Yeah. Yeah. So there was nobody. So like when all that happened, there was nobody.
I didn't realize you and Paula were so close.
We weren't. What's crazy about it is that actually we'd only really spent one Christmas together before. It was the Christmas before she died. She came and stayed with us for a few weeks, and we became close then. And that was the only time. And I was like, I think in my head, I had always hoped that I'd get older and then we would be close when I had a choice.
So it was a reconciliation of sorts.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I was sort of hoping that like it would be complete when I was an adult and could choose where to go. And that we could then spend more time together. And it just never happened. And so.
But when that happened, like, you know, God is so intentional. During that time, is there anything you took from that experience with her? Like that Christmas before she passed?
She was just hurting, right?
Oh,
she
really?
Was just hurting. Yeah. Like.
Because, you know, I don't know anything about her.
Yeah. Paula was just doing her best, you know? And that's really it. She was just doing her best. And people were just really hard on her. And it wasn't fair, you know?
So she was depressed?
I don't even know that. I don't know, like I said, I don't know fully all of what was going on at that time. But I know, I feel like my mom would explain it as like a kind of depression. I know she didn't harm herself or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I think she just had a lot going on, and it was just hard. You know, it was just hard. So,
yeah. And then that's the last, like, but you could see that and you wanted to like foster that relationship.
I had always wanted to be close to my sister. It just didn't happen because we lived so far away.
Where was she living?
Florida.
Oh, okay.
And we were in Washington and then Alabama, and then she passed away. So like I was in Georgia when I was a kid, and then I was in New Mexico, and then in Washington. It just never, you know,
Yeah, man. How does it feel to be settled?
I don't know how to, like, I'm happy for it for our kids, you know, like I like that we have like a town pediatrician who has been with Addie since he was born and now knows our new babies. Like I like the simplicity of our life. I'm having a hard time. That's in part why we're having such a hard time like committing to buy a house, because it's the idea of just being in one place is
foreign to you.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. But I'm like, I know that I desire that stability for our children. Now, I will say like a big part of that, like we can have, Adrian said this, he was like, home is wherever we are together. And so I'm at a point now with it where I'm like the Lord creates that stability and we foster that stability, you know, with him through the stability of our marriage for our kids. It's not just where we are, you know.
So do you want that? Or do you feel like you need to establish that? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Because you moved all over the place. Do you feel like you wish you had enough?
I do and I don't. I think there are some ways where it was really fun to like move around and get to have gone to so many places and all these things. But I do think that there are some ways that it harmed my ability to, don't get me wrong. I had like, my parents did their best. So, you know, this isn't like a knock on anything. But I do think that there are some ways that I'm about to burp. I feel it. Maybe not.
This is just I just can't.
She's been through a lot, okay? There were 2 other people in this body with me.
And when they just came
there
out,
were 3 of us walking around together.
Ew.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm telling you, when we had dinner, and I was like, there, you almost finished. You were almost finished when we went and had dinner.
Oh, yeah. What did you say? You were like, I think you said that you're like, you were telling me that you had told your coworker that you couldn't miss dinner because you were like, my cousin's about to have twins. I don't know when I'm going to see her again.
Yes. Yeah, I'm even surprised that you're here. I was fully prepared for you to cancel on me.
No, we do things. We have to because we're still people.
I mean, you guys established that pretty early with Addie.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, I think with Addie, it was like we had to remember to prioritize our marriage, you know?
Yeah. So, but back to the nomadic life you're used to living. So I wouldn't, so harm is such a strong word, but it definitely probably presented challenges.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So that's what I was going to say. It affected my ability to work through conflict with people and like develop interpersonal relationships.
Because you didn't have to, because you just leave.
I got into a fight with somebody this last week at church, actually.
In a physical one?
Not in a physical
one.
Damn. That'd be crazy.
You did?
Yeah, she really made me mad.
What did she do?
It's so silly now.
Oh my God, girl, what?
Yeah, this happened. And I remember after it happened, I was like, and I've actually been working through that this week, is
you got in a fight.
It had to be done.
Oh. Okay.
I don't even know if fight is the right word. I think I've learned to be very direct, and I think it throws people off sometimes. Like if I'm troubled by something, then I think as your friend, and in this case, as your sister in Christ, I owe it to you to be clear about what it is in order that we can address it properly. And so that's what I was trying to do.
I'm the person do it right now. What happened? I'm the person.
Okay, so let me give you the context.
Okay.
So there are these, this is so messy. I guess, okay, anyway, there are these new ladies who, we basically got into like a disagreement over youth group, how youth group is done. Mm-hmm. There were some passive aggressive things being said over and over and over again. I'd addressed it once before and it thought it would be done and then it wasn't. And so we had a group meeting last week. So 2 weeks ago, I was like to everyone, like, we should have a conversation in person about this because this is becoming ridiculous.
Okay.
So we did. We invited our elder. This was on Wednesday of this last week. And I felt frustrated because I was like, if we're all saying that the same things are a problem, then maybe it isn't. At some point, it's not that you don't know how to communicate well via text message. At some point, it isn't even that you don't know what you're doing. At some point, if it keeps being the same problem over and over and over again, and all of us are saying the same thing, then maybe it's just you. So we were talking and okay.
This ain't about to be a fight, y'all.
Well, it wasn't. Well, okay. I'll say like
not the fight I'm looking for.
No. Well, people thought like I found out later that like one of the girls that was there thought that we were going to get into like a physical altercation. And I was like, I've never fought anybody in my life. You're black.
Okay.
So anyway, basically we were having this conversation about whatever. It was my turn to speak. And I said, I won't use real names here, but I was like, well, I feel like Amy and Susan are doing XYZ. And let's say Susan was like, what do you mean, Susan? And her and I are sitting right next to each other.
Oh, that's bold.
And I was like, what do you mean? What do I mean? I mean you.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. And you sit next to her?
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean? What do I mean? I mean you,
I'm talking
Susan.
about you, bitch.
No, like truly. I was like, there's nobody else here with that name. I mean you specifically.
Yes.
And then she looked at me like crazy. And so I said, I was like, I'm going to need you to stop looking at me like that.
Oh, you didn't?
And I sure did. Because I had enough. Like I had.
And y'all at the church?
Yes.
I'm going to need you to stop looking at me, bitch. I'm translating because I do cuss. I'm going to need you to stop looking at me like that. Then what'd she say? What'd she say?
She was like, I don't appreciate when you speak to me like that. And I was like, I hadn't even said anything crazy. Like prior to that, I had been like, I feel like Amy and Susan have made themselves the standard for Christianity and what it looks like to follow Christ and what it looks like to run our ministry. And they just got here. And I don't like that. And it isn't fair. And then I said, that's just my perspective on it. If I'm misunderstanding it, then explain yourself. But from my end, that's how it looks. And Susan was like, what do you mean, Susan? And I was like, I mean you. I mean you. And then she looked at me.
Were they like judging people?
Yeah, they were. Like literally during the conversation, one of them literally was like, how can we call ourselves Christ-like? Like she kept suggesting that we didn't love the Lord more than once in the it was so stupid. Like so dumb. And I didn't appreciate it. I was like, this is so dumb. There isn't even a reason for your feelings to be this hurt, you know?
And this, my friends, is why people leave the church.
Yeah. And that's why I was so frustrated about it. I was like, this isn't a personal attack. You, if anything, have been attacking us, and it makes it hard for us to want to work with you. But because I love you and I care about this ministry and I care about the body of Christ, I want to address it instead of letting my heart be hardened toward you. But you throwing gang signs with your eyebrows is not making that any easier. So
the nomadic life has made it difficult for you to handle stuff like that.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't understand why this continues to be a problem. And then I was like, shoot, now and so then I got up and left. I walked out the room because I was like, I'm too angry, I'm too emotional, and I just need a minute to myself. And then I'll come back when I'm calm. And then, so then after that, I just felt such shame because I was like, I don't really get that upset often, but we've been dealing with this for like a month and a half now. And I was just frustrated. And then I was like, man, and now these people who are my friends have seen me be so upset and I want to go hide from them and I can't.
Yeah.
And like, there isn't going to come a point, like even when I was in college, I got into a fight with my best friend at the time. We're still friends now. Her name's Sarah, but she's from Mexico. And so even in my head, then her and I got into like a big argument. And I was able to be like, yeah, but she's moving back to Mexico in a few months and it won't even matter. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the mentality that I had where it's like, yeah, she's mad at me, but I won't know her in 6 months. Whereas now it's like, I don't have that anymore. And now I'm like, oh, shoot, I have youth group on Wednesday.
Yep.
And now I have to come back. Susan has left the group since then. She's done. And so, but all of my other friends there. No.
Because you called her out?
No, she had quit earlier in the day and still chose to come to this meeting for some reason.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyway, so like, I say all that to say, once I had that reality of like, oh, now I got to go be with them and they've seen this vulnerable part of me. I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah. But you know what? Friendship is kind of like a muscle in that when you are working it out, like really working out the muscle, it breaks its hairs.
Yeah.
And it grows back a lot stronger. But you actually have to let it rest for the bonds to reform and you to be stronger. If I think about my friendships, and I'm not saying that you're going to be best friends with them, but just like your relationships in general, that vulnerable side is the thing. Even if it comes off like a little terse in the beginning, is the thing that forges the bond that you actually can break.
Yeah.
If they have the same maturity to like perceive that this is a moment that you're having and this isn't who you are and want to like are open enough to want to know why. Be curious instead of just like, she talked to me crazy, just another Black girl at our church. You know what I mean? So what I think is interesting about you is you are, I know I use the word resilient, but also relentless in your pursuit. And so you're not going to stop. And it takes a lot for you to kind of back down too. So it'll be I'm curious to see how this will evolve. And now that you have like 3 little boys, what that's going to look like. Because you're also the only woman in the house. Yeah. And you're going to feel differently. You know what I mean? And how do you, I don't know. I don't want to say have softness, but that's the word that comes to mind. Like, how do you use your feminine nature to your advantage in these situations? Because sometimes it's helpful.
I will say, like, at home with, like, our sons and with Adrian, like, I think surprisingly soft with our kids.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like, it's just different. You know?
You know what? I got this picture where you were holding, I think it might have been Jude. It was Jude. And I was like, she looks like a mom. You know what I mean? She looks soft.
Yeah.
You were like rocking him, and I was like, that was the first time. Even like I've seen you with Addie, and it was all new. And so you're like really focused, trying to figure this out. But sitting there with Haven and Jude, you had Jude and you were just rocking him and you seemed so pleased with yourself.
Yeah.
And that was probably the first time that I've seen you in a very soft space. And it might be that they're bringing more of it out of you.
I mean, like, because they're my babies. And so for sure. Even like with Adrian, I think it's made me a softer wife to a point where it catches him off guard sometimes. And he's like, yeah, you know, not like in like a negative sense, but he's like, are you being sarcastic right now? And I'm like, no.
I love you.
I called him honey a few weeks ago. I started doing that and he was like, you don't call me honey.
Yeah.
I'm babe.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were being dreamy.
So I don't know. Like they're my boys, all 4 of them. Like my sons.
Wow, you got 4 of them.
Yeah. And so.
That's crazy, girl.
Yeah. It's really special.
Because that happened in like
2.5 seconds. We've been married for 4 years. We have 3 kids. That's crazy.
It is.
Bonkers. Yeah.
So that's what I want to talk about next. Like, how is this changing you? Like, what are things that are happening? Because I'm so curious. I'm praying that my season comes. If it doesn't, you know, but I'm learning so much about other people's seasons. So there was this first wave of people that had kids and their kids are like 9 and 10 right now.
Yeah.
And now there's another wave that are having kids in their mid to late 30s. And it's all new to them.
Yeah.
Crazy things are happening to their body. But also I'm hearing about just this, I don't know, it just feels like so foreign to me. I feel like I'm a very maternal person in general. But I'm curious, like, because I don't see you all the time. Having Addie, getting married, having Atticus, and then boom, boom, Jude and Haven, which was girl. I almost shit myself when you showed me those ultrasounds. Because I was like,
have I told you how that went in the hospital at the doctor's office? Okay, sorry. I don't want to take the leg.
No, go ahead.
So it was so horrible how she did it to me. Like, nurses, improve your bedside manner. So Adrian didn't come to the appointment because I was like, it's my first doctor's appointment. Nothing's going to happen. What's crazy is when we found out that I was pregnant, so what's crazy is like we had taken a test earlier and it was negative. And so both of us thought I wasn't. And then I waited a couple of days and took another one.
Because you guys were like sick.
Yeah, we had food poisoning.
Yes.
We had food poisoning. Food freaking poisoning. So I thought, I was like, oh, food poisoning. Oh, and the day that we got sick, I had taken the test. So I was like, I don't feel very well. And then food poisoning. So we took another one a couple of days later and he was bummed that I wasn't pregnant. And I was like, dang, I'm kind of sad. But then we found out that we were having the twin, or that we were having at least one baby. And the first thing he said was like, I hope it's twins. And I was like, and so I went to the doctor and I was like, yeah, don't worry about coming. It's the first appointment. You can't even see the baby because like that first ultrasound, they're like a dot on the screen. There's nothing to look at. And you're there for like 20 minutes. And so I was like, just don't come. And so he didn't. I have Addie with me and the lady's like, oh yeah, la-di-da-di-da. And then she found the other twin so quickly. Like she like flipped the monitor on. She had like put the jelly on my stomach and like waved the wand around and was like, And then she like opened my chart back up on the monitor. So there's a monitor in the ultrasound room where you can see like the ultrasound. And on that same monitor, she pulled up my chart and she updated the number of fetuses from 1 to 2. And she didn't say anything. She just did it. And in my head, I was like, oh, that's fascinating.
That's crazy.
I don't know what a fetus is, but yeah. There's 2 of those. How about that? Addie, look.
She put the number 2. You know the number 2? 1, 2.
and then it clicked. And I was like, oh. And I was like, there's 2. And she was like, yeah. And then she was like, look. And sure enough, there was a second person right there. And so I was like, can I call my husband? And then Adrian wasn't answering the phone. And I was like, oh God. And so like, Yeah, that's what that was like. She didn't prep me. She
What
just did it.
what did her body feel like? Because
I
Addie
was so sick. Wait, like
when she
me?
told you, yeah.
I'll never forget what that felt like. It was like I don't know that panic is the right word, but it was like are you serious?
Oh,
You know, like
yeah.
you're kidding.
Like skepticism.
I already didn't think we were having a baby.
Yeah.
Now there's 2 extra.
And you be getting pregnant quick.
So fast.
You be like, it just be like a small thought. You're like, I think we're ready.
Let's do it.
And then boom, you think it's egg salad. It isn't.
It is not.
You messaged me and was like, yeah, we had some bad egg salad because that was the year that y'all had Atticus. And I was like,
ain't no way.
Egg salad. Okay, girl.
I'll never forget what you said. You were like, you've operated around white people for long enough
to know not to eat the fucking egg salad. And then I sat there because I think you missed Christmas.
I did.
Yeah.
Was it? Holy cow! I must have been sick.
Exactly. It was a holiday.
Yeah. That was the egg salad thing because we had gone to like a Christmas thing at our friend's house,
and I think I might have been throwing like I don't think it was the Christmas.
Yeah.
I think it was.
It was something
Christmas I was thinking. Yeah. And I sat there when you said that. I was like, now you know not to eat that damn egg salad. But then you messaged me because you were also playing with me a lot with pregnancy scares.
Yeah.
And I knew that shit was going to bite you in your ass. And I don't remember where I was when you said you were having twins, but I just like sunk in my seat because I was like, Lord, we're not ready. And then I had to back up and be like, you know what? It should be all right. It should be all right, bro. It should be all right. They're going to move and we're going to figure it out. Like, these are my kids and I need to, like, I'm the grandparent.
It was crazy. I finally got Adrian on the phone and he thought I was lying. And I was like, no, babe, I'm serious. And he started laughing. He was like, he didn't say it like that, but he was like delighted. Like,
but that's because he's a really like easygoing, jolly, simple guy.
Yeah.
And it feels like, I'm going to be honest, whenever he wants something, he just gets it.
There you go.
It's like, bloop.
Here you are. Another bent.
Yeah.
Crazy. Madness.
So, do you have like some scripture or book that's been getting you through this? Because I know the first pregnancy was kind of tough when Atticus was born. You know what I mean? Like, what's been keeping you outside of like having a great husband and support system? What's God been looking like for you?
Okay, so I think being pregnant with the twins was so hard.
Oh, really?
It was so hard.
I just want you to know, friend, you made it look easy. And then those beautiful brown babies just popped out. Like I told you, I've never been moved to cry over children. And I don't know, it's maybe because you have kind of taken on this sibling role and to see these little, you know, and they're just so beautiful and they're so healthy.
Yeah.
Because I'm anxious for you. You probably couldn't feel it. But I'm thinking, oh my God, Lord, they're twins. You know, just get them out safely. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, so, but God was really faithful when I was pregnant with him. So like physically, I feel like this pregnancy really pushed me to the end of myself.
Oh.
But I was able to see the Lord's faithfulness in that end. So like Addie was still at home. I was still working full time and I got big quickly because there were 2 of them. And so physically I was just like, I cannot do this. But I don't know, like the Lord just kept showing up, whether it be like with peace or with energy or with strength. I really learned to pray well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does that look like? What does praying well look like?
Like, and not that there's like a formula necessarily.
Yeah, right? But what did it look like for you?
It was just like acknowledging my weakness and there's nothing I can do about it.
Oh.
And that's okay.
Surrender.
Yeah. Like, God, I'm really tired and it is 2:00. And I think it's like acknowledging my weakness in the mundane things and acknowledging that God cares about that.
Yeah.
Not just like that he cares about it as an extra, but that he cares about it as a primary, as in like, I care about you being tired and you being weary. And he cares about that experientially. You know, like he had a body and knows what it's like for that body to be weary, but he loves me and he's able to do something about it. And so I don't know. I think me being pregnant was just like this walk with the Lord and surrender in a way that I hadn't had to. And what's beautiful about it is I was trained in that when I was pregnant, and it's not that they're here. It's just a posture that I have.
Oh.
And so the days aren't even that bad. Like truly.
Yeah, the way you've been handling this, I'm
It's
like,
not
sure,
that
we're
bad.
going to get a call. I told my job, I was like, y'all, I might need to go to,
She might need me.
to go to the mountains. I do, you know
I
what
might
I
need to go to
mean?
Tennessee.
But you've been like pretty solid. Like, it's clear that you still have like joy,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And you still taking happy pictures. You're still smiling. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You came in here today, and I'm being honest, you didn't look tired. And I was thinking, I'm going to make this quick so I can get her out of here.
No, and I don't want you to feel rushed. I know you like to like record these. I have time. We're not doing anything.
Yeah. It's really the commute that I'm trying to be mindful of. But
it is the only time that is quiet and mine. So I don't mind the drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I will say though, the note on prayer is one that's been, I wouldn't even say heavy on me, but it has been really prevalent. So last year I was really focused on accepting the things that I couldn't change, the people that wanted to stay, the people that wanted to leave, just like the reason it felt like to me, I was churning through men and like, oh, I like him. No, I like him is because I was walking real close with God all last year. And so I would meet somebody and I would have a conversation and be super enthralled and then realize I was getting a nice little girl, let's go. You know what I mean? And when I got the tap, I was like, dang, for real? Let's go. And
he's got tattoos.
Yes. His locks are nice. But that was happening all year last year.
Yeah.
And prayer looked really simple for me last year too. It looked like, and I'm assuming it kind of feels in the same vein that you're talking about. It's like, I've been through so much that I think I'm done trying to see beyond what is. You know? So if Holy Spirit is saying it's time to go, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna like kick my feet. I remember texting this guy and saying, no thanks. You know?
He sends a picture of himself. I'm good.
I would be at home and I'd be like, even yesterday I was working on a project. I said, God, you know, I'm really nervous about presenting this project. I'm done though. They pay me the money.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm leaving this with you. And I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you. So I flip the camera screen on and they go, oh my God. And I was like, okay, God, I'll keep doing this. Because it's been like that. And I've been kind of feeling guilty because I haven't been in my word as much as I like to be because so much stuff has been going on. But it feels like God has been with me in a way that's saying, I need you to work on this. I need you to do this thing. I need you to, and I need to make more time to be in the word. But it feels like our relationship is changing in a way that feels symbiotic. Doesn't even feel like the right word, but it feels like the right word. Like I'm doing what he needs me to do. And prayer doesn't even feel like prayer. It feels just like a constant conversation, you know? And it changed essentially my posture. Even stepping into the new year and this new relationship is like, why are you saying this guy to me? You know what I mean? Like, this him? If this is him, you better quit playing with me. You know what I mean? It's nice, but it's also like an elbow to the side. Like, for real? What are we doing?
Christmas tree.
Yeah. And then, you know, What you doing? It's been new.
Mm-hmm.
It's been nice.
Yeah.
It's been comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what you look like now.
Mm.
You know, besides you, girl, when you sent me that video where you tripped over the...
When I tell you,
Yo.
I almost lost my life.
I just
that
knew
so many times.
you were going to have to be like adjusted. I showed my coworker. That's why you didn't get a message back, because I saw it and I was like, I think it was several of them in the room, because I was thinking I might have been in a meeting when you sent it to me, and then I saw you trip over the gate, and then you had like a...
What's so funny is like,
and then you was like,
I was like in such a jolly mood that morning. In the video, I'm like, I have Jude, I lay him down, and then I'm like dancing in the kitchen. I like swiveled around.
Thank God you put that child down.
I had like I was like looking for something, and I remember doing like a swivel, and then I went into the kitchen and just ate it. I floor meet my back.
And then all I heard was bro, that was me on Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I slid down. It was nothing but do. Ben flew out of the bathroom, and I was like, was it that loud? And then it was looking at me. She was like, you okay? It's like, I can't feel anything.
Oh God, that was the face Addie gave me. He was, man, I didn't send you when I got up. Like, I just like, my foot was on the counter. I like reached my hand up like in the movies.
like blood is stained on the counter, and
Addie's just staring at me like, how old are you? You're an adult.
Bro, when I tell you. And then I looked back, I was like, oh, I didn't even see she was okay.
Holy cow. Yeah.
Anyway, so how has having kids like changed your marriage, if at all?
Yeah, me and Babe are really close. I think that's why it's hard to go places. We're just really close. I don't know. I think part of it is because when the twins were born, he was home for like a month, and then we had Thanksgiving and then Christmas. So we spent just a lot of time together. And then I think we also got closer when I was pregnant, and then because I couldn't do anything. And now I'm just like, I'm just comfortable with him. I think we're just comfortable with each other. And Adrian like loves our kids, and so that
he's definitely a dad.
Yeah. He's gone full dad.
Yes.
He had already gone full dad.
Yeah,
he's
like even
full
before,
dad 200%.
I remember when we was at Addie's at baby shower, and he dressed in dad gear.
He put a polo on. Oh, he tucked it in.
And then in the slides.
And he had Birkenstocks and socks on.
Yes, he did it on purpose.
Yes, he did.
He said he wanted to look like a dad.
And he did.
He did.
He's a great dad.
The two of you look like parents.
Mm-hmm. So, I'd say like we spend most of our time together. Yeah, like we went out yesterday. I was a little bit sad because I was like, man, we could be at home watching a movie right now, but we're here. And it was still fun. Don't get me wrong. So I'd say like, of course, we have to practice like the posture of grace for each other constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when the twins came home, we were so tired all the time. And so having grace for one another. So like, he comes home and takes over for me because I've been at home with the kids all day. But then I'm also having to remember, yes, I need rest and he needs rest too.
Yeah.
So let's figure out rest together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just feel, like you've said, I just feel really content with my life right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how would you say your faith like influences all of this?
Yeah. So I guess I didn't ever finish earlier when you asked about like my walk with the Lord. So like, and I'm only bringing it up because I think it kind of comes here too. It's like we moved here, but it was during the pandemic and neither one of us was saved. But we saw like the grace of the Lord. And I didn't get it then, but he brought us to himself together, So it wasn't like Adrian became Christian and I stayed, or I became Christian and Adrian refused to go. It was like the Lord cultivated us together, like grew us together as like husband and wife, because we weren't married yet.
Yeah, but you said you guys weren't saved when y'all came here.
Well, that might not be like the right word. So Adrian, he had never been baptized before, but like we definitely were not like living to follow Christ at all. So he had like a dream about being baptized, and that piqued his interest. And then,
yeah, man, and it was like I remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah,
you were like, he's reading the Bible.
Yeah,
like a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, for real?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, like he's deep in it.
Yeah.
He don't want to do nothing no more. I was like, okay, let's see where this goes.
Yeah. But I was like deeply, deeply depressed at that time. I don't think anybody knew it but Adrian.
Yeah, nobody knew.
Yeah, deeply so. And so...
But you were very consistent with our dinners during that time, though. And I feel like you might have used that to just kind of relax.
Yeah, because our relationship was hard when we moved down here. I don't even know why, but it got very, very difficult. But anyway, like, so the Lord began working with Adrian, and then Adrian came to love Jesus as the Lord loved him, and loves him still. And so I think in watching that and seeing his relationship with God develop, I don't know, I just was drawn back to him. And then like we decided to get married and all these things. And so now, fast forward 4 years, I think to myself, like when I look at my sons, I'm like, I wanted to die 4 years ago. And now, like, yeah, like truly. And so
I feel like we might have had this conversation.
Yeah, like I was done. I was really, really done. But like God moved in Adrian's heart in order that I could see him love Adrian. Because it's not like Adrian didn't have difficulties and traumas of his own, because he did.
Yeah.
You know? But like seeing Adrian walk through forgiveness and seeing Adrian walk through all of these hard things with Jesus and have joy in it still. I don't know. It made me curious about God in a new way. And so, I don't know. I just felt so loved by him. And so now I see what he has done for us. And I'm like, this is great, you know? And so now too, like, even with us having the twins and all these things, like Adrian said something when they were first born. I was worried about being home with the twins for the first time. I was like, my mom isn't going to be here. Your mom's not going to be here. You're going to be at work. I'm here at the house by myself, all these things. And I was just stressed. And he was like, yeah, but what about the Lord? Like, God doesn't need your people to be God. He can just supply for you what you need by himself. And it has brought me such peace. And so now, like, I don't know, I hope this answers the question, but like now at this phase in our life, what my faith does is like, I know that I am loved constantly. Like even like this week, I was so upset with myself for getting so upset during that meeting. And even then, like I was mad when I left the meeting and I was a little bit ashamed. But even leaving that conversation, I was like, yeah, but I'm still loved. And that's okay, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in those moments, you find out who's for you, who doesn't have the patience that God gives. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. And even in there, like I said, like even with my husband, he's so like gracious and slow to get upset about things.
Yes, he's very easygoing.
Yeah.
I think men like that are specifically built for women like us. I'm for real. I am pretty high strung.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially with like the kids. I go quick. Like
you do. You do, friend. You do. You do.
know?
Especially, I remember like it was yesterday because it feels like it was. I think you might have been like 4 months pregnant with the twins. And something happened at your job. And I was like, oh, this is twins on Lila. Because this wasn't you with Atticus. It was just like, okay, so what we're going to start? We're going to start by taking a deep breath.
Oh, man.
I'm not kidding you. Like watching you do this and I'm thinking, I already know that I'm a lot. I already know that. I know I'm a lot right now. I know I'm a lot when I'm sick. In the office, they like to call it courage. She's so direct. She's got courage. Listen. Yeah. I'm trying not to kill you. And I'm doing it by using my words instead of my hands.
That's what I thought I was doing on Wednesday, but apparently it scared people.
And so look, praise God. for the men that have patience and that are easygoing. Because I'd be wondering what's in their head.
I don't know. Adrian just has like this peace about him where he's just like, I'm gonna go watch a movie now. See you when you get home.
You know what? Ben does too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, but what? You don't want to talk about this right now? I feel like we need to, is everything okay? I feel like your mood has shifted.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to figure it out.
I think that's like, man, and I think that's like the Lord's grace is that we don't have to figure it out. Like, I think what I've learned is that I can trust the Lord with Adrian's heart too. So I can just pray for him and be done with it. Because I still am quick to get anxious. I can be quick to get anxious about him just because he's so steady that when something is different, I'm like, wait a minute.
So let me give you an example of something that just happened. I can't believe I'm exposing this.
Oh, no.
So Ben and I were talking and his demeanor kind of just shifted.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what's going on? Da, da, da. Your mood has shifted. Just talk to me. Da, da, da. Mm-hmm. And, I have the tendency to turn on the therapist to me because I've been going to therapy for so long. And I am not ashamed, but I'm ashamed to say this. We were having a conversation. He was like, I just feel like sometimes you just hit me with therapy and I don't need that. Sometimes I just want a hug or da-da-da.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking, well, when you're in a mood, I just want to give you space. Mm-hmm. Right? And he was like, I don't really know how to process that. And of course, this conversation was a lot longer. So I put it in ChatGPT.
Oh, no.
I did. And it told me I was wrong. Because I wanted an objective, perspective. Mm-hmm. And I knew I didn't have therapy until next week. Fast forward, I took a step back and I was like, okay, so maybe I am overthinking his feelings. I'm like assuming what he feels and assuming this silence means this thing. Yeah. And it might not. Mm-hmm. Lord, give me peace. And so instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pray for whatever he's thinking about right now. Mm-hmm. Right? Fast forward, he's like, yeah. And so I think I'm going to do this, this, and this now. Like I've been thinking deeply about it. And I was like, thank you, God. Mm-hmm. Because I feel the need to fix everything. Yeah. And as a result, I can't relax. Yeah. Ever. Yeah. So this new relationship with God also is a sit back, Jess. Yeah. I got this. Your responsibility is the things that I put in front of you right now. Mm-hmm. Pray about everything else. Mm-hmm. I guess the scripture says that specifically. But yeah, it's good to see that you have come to that because I guess as like an onlooker, mm-hmm. I've seen the two sides of you. Mm. Like first pregnancy, Lila. I guess it was also your first pregnancy. Yeah. And second pregnancy. It's different. It's been different. But, I feel more confident as a parent. Like I said, we've done it before. It is God's grace that we had the twins second and not first. Because I think, Lord, I don't know, that would have been crazy. Holy cow. But we've already been through that. I think even the delivery was better this time. The hospital experience was a little bit nicer. We were tired, but I don't know. So it just feels like I make peace with the fact that I can't do everything, and then that's okay. And so I'm just gonna, and in all things, whatever I am able to do already is only because of the Lord's grace. And so I may as well just take everything else to him as well. So yeah, it just makes it easy. Makes it easier, Okay. Well, it's been really rewarding watching you grow. I don't know how. When you listen to this podcast back, what just happened for me is all the time that we spent together in the last few years, mm-hmm. and just listening to you develop as a human, mm-hmm. and go from squirrely Lila to peace lily Lila. You know what I mean? I'm growing, mm-hmm. and I'm growing. Yeah. And it's going to take a lot for me to come down from this right now. Yeah. But also seeing your little family grow has been, and what's been inspiring, it's been the agency that you've had over your life all this time.
What do you mean?
So you just decide and you do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we're going to go get married.
Yeah.
You know, because that also happened.
I think what makes it easier to make that decision is just we trust the Lord. So like if we feel like this is what God's telling us to do, then we're just going to go do it.
Yeah.
That way with us getting married, that was that way with us having Addie. And then even with the twins, it was just like, okay, we're going to have another baby. Oh, we're going to have two? Okay.
Yeah, but as someone that's been an onlooker, I've watched you.
Yeah. It hasn't been easy to get to that place.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I've been in the text messages with you. I'm the one with the 8-minute voice notes on my side.
It is crazy.
Yeah, but it's also like you should be proud of how far you guys have come. And so I have one question left for you, and this is a question I ask everybody. If you could curate your perfect day from dusk till dawn, what would it be? What would it consist of? And the caveat is you have to live this day forever for the rest of your life. I'm curious because you guys love your little like bubble that you live in.
We do. Man. I love the bubble.
And so what does that day look like from when you like open your eyes till you go to sleep, and you want to be mindful that this is the day that you live forever?
Yeah, I think I would say it's pretty close to the life that we have right now, to be honest. I get to wake up and be with our kids all day. And it's a lot, you know, but I love them so deeply. I don't really care. I think the Lord has given me like a kind of contentment and satisfaction in this phase where like I know on Monday I'm going to wake up, Adrian's going to be at work, and I'm going to have 3 kids and a full-time job. And that's okay, you know? And not only is it okay, but like our life feels fruitful right now. And so I think the perfect day for me is just, I think I crave more of the presence of the Lord in my day to day. I think right now I'm really having to fight for time with him because there are so many distracting things in my world, but I know how deeply I need him. And so I think the perfect day for me would be I wake up every day. I know where he is, even if I'm not steady, you know? So I wake up. Sometimes I feel like I forget how much Christ loves me, and I forget how present he is with me. I know that he's present regardless. That's not what would change. I think what would change in a perfect day would be my awareness of his presence would be consistent. And so that's what I would desire, is like to wake up, to have like Adrian's home, our babies are here, I'm cooking dinner and I'm doing laundry and I'm changing a diaper and I'm making a bottle. I love doing that.
Yeah.
And the Lord is with me and I know it all the time. That's what I would say.
You wouldn't like get some wood and build a shelf?
Man, I started that coat rack.
Yeah, that you never...
You know what's so sad about it? Is I have all the pieces cut and laid out on a table right now.
I was telling all my friends.
I know, I just got so tired. And then Adrian was like, maybe you should put the saw down until you're sleeping at night. And I was like, nah.
But when I tried to tell you that...
I know.
You literally birthed 2 children and then built a table.
Even with there being born, I didn't do that much. Like,
nah, bro.
I carried them.
I saw that table.
And then the doctor came out and took them and you wanked them out.
Ew. Ew. But yeah.
I didn't labor or push. You know what's crazy? I've had 3 kids and I've never been in labor. Well, that's not true. I have. I just have never been like in active labor before.
Yeah.
When I was younger, that was like the primary reason why I didn't want to have kids. I did not want to experience labor. And the Lord has been faithful and I have not.
Listen, he do show up.
Do you remember when I was in the hospital? Like the week before they were born, I was having contractions, but it wasn't like... Yeah. And you were like...
And then you had to wait a week.
Yeah. And you were like, how far apart are the contractions? And I was like, they're not. Found out from the doctor. She was like, oh no, those aren't even real. And I was like...
Excuse me?
There's another level. There's another level of pain. She was like, yeah,
Hey.
those aren't even strong enough to do anything. And I was like, oh, they're not. Because it feels like something's being done to me.
So I've never seen childbirth. Okay.
Neither have I.
And I watched another Black movie that you need to watch with Denzel Washington, Mo Better Blues.
I've seen him in American Gangster.
I guess that counts. That's an important one too. You know, we'll come back to that. In Mo Better Blues, they show the child coming out, and I'm like, how is this legal? Right?
Yeah.
How is this legal?
That's
and then that's when I was like, cut me open.
Yeah.
Just cut me open.
Every time.
Because
every time.
Is that what it looks like?
Mm-mm.
Is that what it looks like?
Do you know what? When I got pregnant again the second time, even before I got pregnant, I was like, you know what? I had a C-section with Addie. I think I'd like to push if I'm allowed to.
I remember you saying that.
And then she told me there were 2. And I said, so sign me up for the section.
Where are the scissors?
Go on ahead and get a scalpel.
Yeah. But you know what? I've been asking people that question because you usually, first, I 100% found this from a therapist online on Instagram. But it's the one question that really started making me think about what my life looks like and what part of my perfect day do I not have any grip on. And what's been really refreshing is when I ask somebody, they're already living that life. I mean, some people have some really extravagant lives they want to live. I don't blame them. Like me personally, my life consists of a lot of food and people around to eat it. But I love stumbling onto people just like living the life.
Yeah.
You know, because we only got one and people just die.
Yeah. And they're just gone. And
we're all running towards this nebulous goal. And let me just say, I went to Walmart yesterday. I thought I made enough money.
It's expensive.
Yo, toilet paper?
All right, y'all. We're sharing. Get the construction paper. Atticus, you have yellow this week. I will be purple. Your father is black.
Ew. But yeah, man. I'm really proud of you and I really look forward to seeing how you guys continue to blossom. And I think you need to go to the church and tell that lady sorry.
Well, I was going to send her a voice note and then I was like, I should wait. But to be honest, like, I am going to text her. I am. Because I don't want to.
You should probably just go get coffee.
She's not going to respond to my text or my attempt in person. I only say that because she hasn't responded to anybody else.
She's probably embarrassed. And you should probably acknowledge that.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Like, hey, I know I called you out, but I was pretty frustrated by how you've been handling things.
Well, and that was also the point of the meeting, was to sit and talk about it. Like, that's why we got together was, I said, like, I even apologized before we had the meeting. I sent a message to the group and I was like, if we've done anything to offend anyone or hurt anyone's feelings, we want to apologize and we want to talk about it or something like that.
Yeah.
But to do that, we need to do this in person in order that there's nothing lost in translate. Like, that was my thought process of like, this needs to be an in-person conversation.
A phone call will do too.
Yeah. Well, there were so many of us. Like 8 of us or something like that. And then we wanted to have like our leader there, or we don't have a youth pastor right now, but like our elder there and all these things. The point of the meeting was to address that exactly. And which was why it was confusing that she was so upset, because I was like, we're literally here to talk about this exact thing. And like, I didn't yell at her. I didn't curse or, say anything personal about her. She just got upset quickly. And I was like, this is not the first time that you behaved this way. And you can't do that to me. Like, you don't get to cut me off when I'm just trying to tell you how I feel.
Yeah.
And I'm not accusing you of anything. Like, I literally was like, from my perspective, this is how it seems, and we want to address it. And the only reason why we're doing this is because I care about our relationship and the health of this youth group. But you're behaving in a way that's actively making people leave the group. Like, people were quitting because of their behavior. And so I was like, your
that's
reaction. Yeah. And so now I do want to apologize if I made her feel like the environment was one where she couldn't speak, but then she went on to yell at other people. So after I left,
she was probably like a pit bull in a corner and you were sitting right next to her and you said, you.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
So I figured I would give her some space, and then I'll probably see her. I might even see her tomorrow if she comes. I don't know. Or I'll see her on Wednesday if her son still comes to youth group, which I don't know that he will. But
yeah, but this is
I'll
like
see
the
her at some
nature of
point.
community, you know? This is what it looks like. It's messy.
Yeah.
I remember looking at a friend and I confronted her. I was like, I don't know. I think I said something along the lines of, you look like you don't want me to be here,
Mhm.
you know? And for a little bit, the conversation was sticky.
Mm.
But now she's like one of my best friends.
Mhm.
I ain't saying y'all gonna be best friends because it sounds like it's a lot more than that. But
Yeah.
all in all, like I'm really enjoying watching you grow. It's been, and like seeing your babies. Oh, your babies. Oh,
They are a cute bunch, but
They-
I'm biased. But they're a cute bunch.
no. I've seen ugly children. I've seen ugly children. And I took a picture with Atticus one day and I was like, I want one. Yeah. But thank you for coming. This is, to me, the first of many conversations. And we'll go a little deeper the next time. But I kind of just wanted to set the stage for my little cousin, Lila B.
Not that little.
You actually you are. You're like 5'2".
I'm almost 30.
You girl, get off my enough is enough. I've had enough. Thanks for spending time at the table with me. Until next time, stay open, stay curious, and have the courage to be yourself.